What is going on, everybody? It's the one and only Q from Retro Q Gaming, and 2020 is... we're only 1 month done of 2020. Here we are at the start of February, and already it looks like 2020 is going to be known as the year exclusive games died. Now, for Microsoft's case, you could argue that was 4 years ago in 2016, but now we got a little bit different situation going on here, because not only is it rumored that Sony may be losing some of their exclusive games. Hell, you could even say they arguably already have, with Quantic Dream games coming over. But then there's talk, of course, of Horizon Zero Awards and Dreams, and potentially more coming to PC as well. But now, today, we have yet another one. But this one is a different one to talk about. And even at that, it's not just one, it's two. Nintendo have taken two massive L's today when it comes to losing exclusivity of two games. Now, these games are the wonderful 101, which you may know has basically 101 sales because the game was a massive, absolute, astronomically, one of the biggest disastrous flops in gaming history when it launched exclusively on the Wii U, whenever it was a few years ago. It's the Wii U. It all just blends together as a mushy, soggy mess that no one wants to remember. Well, that is maybe, except for this guy. So Platinum Games have taken to Kickstarter to fund the port, if you will, of, well, what they call the wonderful 101 Remastered. So the main goal that they were looking for on this Kickstarter was $50,000 to port it to Switch. This was hit in like 20 or 30 minutes or whatever it was. But there was also a couple of stretch goals. Some we know about, some we don't know about. For example, the first major stretch goal, which has already been hit, was $250,000 for a Steam port. There goes your exclusivity, take that L. And the next major stretch goal is a PS4 port. And that one sits at $500,000. Now, right now, as I'm recording this, I'm looking at the Kickstarter as we speak, and it is currently on €361,000. Don't know what that translates to in dollars, but it's enough to not make the game exclusive. Again, take that L. Now, there are, of course, more stretch goals as well. These ones are hidden and blurred out, and it would not surprise me if one of these was an Xbox One port. Which leads me to a very interesting thing to ponder. Which one would sell less, the Wii U or the Xbox One? After all, it's estimated that that game sold worldwide to date less than 10,000 copies. Yikes. But moving on a little bit, and what happened several minutes later, the game publisher Marvelous announced that Demon Ex Machina, or Damon Ex Machina, whatever it is, you know that absolutely awful looking Switch mech game? Yeah, that's coming to Steam next week. So take that double L combo. Now, it's kind of funny, but it's kind of a shame at the same time, because yes, they're losing all these exclusives, but at the same time, they couldn't lose any of the good exclusives. They couldn't lose any of the ones that didn't flop like both of these games did. And hell, they're even already arguably gearing up for losing another exclusive. Because after both of these games were announced or hit the Kickstarter plus the announcement, whatever, Platinum Games already came out and said, hey, well, you know, Astral Chain, that game that looks like a PS2 game because of its geometry and textures and effects, although the PS2 game would have actually hit 60 FPS, they've said that that IP is 50% owned by Nintendo and 50% owned by Platinum. Although they did say at the same time that it's up to Nintendo. And interestingly enough, that ties in to the wonderful 101, because Nintendo owns that IP entirely, and they allowed it. So a little bit of food for thought there. Well, anyway, now we can enjoy, I use heavy sarcasm and air quotes there, these massive failure and flop games, which are generally considered bad games by anyone other than the most hardcore fanboy. Now they can be bad games on multiple platforms. And of course, L's all around for Nintendo. So, what's the deal with these games? Let me know in the comments section below. Will you be backing this on Kickstarter? Will you be buying a copy of Demon Ex Machina on Steam? Will you be getting the wonderful 101 on Switch, Steam, or PS4? Or are you holding out for that terrible looking Astral Chain to be ported over and maybe not look and run like a, well, I can't say PS2 game. Look like a PS2 game, run like a PS3 game. Let me know all that good stuff in the comments section below. Hit the appropriate button to let me know how I did on the video, and while you're at it, why not head on over and hit the subscribe button and even ring that little notification bell. Granted, getting a notification from YouTube in current year about a new video upload or a live stream or whatever is a whole other story, but hey, at least you can say you tried, am I right? As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the rest of the videos in my channel, while we're all handing out L's all the way to Nintendo.